Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartle, Condors head coach Gerry Fleming are joining us for our weekly coaches segment. Condors home tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m., and then off to Winnipeg, take on the Manitoba Moose Friday, 5 o'clock, Sunday at noon. Catch all the action, Fox Sports 970. Coach, 10:30 in the morning. Surely you've been a part of these field trip and day games.
Yep.
Does the mentality change or the preparation change for a morning game as opposed to the traditional 7 o'clock game at night?
Well, just some minor adjustments. Meeting times change obviously a little bit. We run our PK and our PP kind of all general meetings, whereas normally we'll do it separately. And obviously guys' eating habits and time changes a little bit. But there are adjustments that you have to make, and guys I'm sure will prepare accordingly.
Get up any earlier in the morning?
No, I'm usually up pretty early anyway, like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
I know you're going to have time for your morning workout, your morning jog?
I'll fit it in sometime.
All right, very good.
You might just run around the arena and then head right onto the bench. Coach, 3 out of 4 for this Condors, a team here over the last 2 weeks. Guys starting to roll despite injuries and despite illness here over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, guys have stepped up a little bit, and hopefully they can continue on that path. We've got a lot of guys that are injured right now, some call-ups, but that's all part of it. That going in, you have to prepare accordingly, and now's an opportunity. I always say this, where guys maybe not getting the opportunity because guys are hurt or called up, but now they're placed in those situations, and now it's their time to excel. And if they do a good job, it just adds more to their repertoire. I
mean, you're used to the routine, getting guys called up and everything. They're always your best players.
Yeah.
And you mentioned this a little bit on Saturday as far as changing the style based on your personnel. It seems to be working. Guys are responding to it.
Yeah, we've got to play as close as we can to mistake-free hockey. If we look at the games when we go back and analyze the games the next day, or even that night for that matter, the only times that we've really hurt ourselves is when we've turned the puck over, just unforced errors. And I think that any team in any sport, that if you turn the puck over, the ball over, it's going to hurt you. And there's times where we've done that, and fortunately enough, we've been lucky enough, rather, to have LB make those saves when we needed him to make those saves, which is a big factor to our little bit of a recent success here. LB's played really well.
You mentioned LB, 4-1 in his last 5 games. He went on a spurt like this about this same time last season in Oklahoma City, won 13 out of 15. What is it about him when he's going and when that confidence level is high that propels this team to victories?
Well, for me, not just for me, but our staff, we look at his rebound control. When LB is controlling his rebounds and not allowing many second or third opportunities or putting pucks into areas where other teams can't get those second looks at it, he's on his game. So he's done a good job with his rebound control here lately. When LB gets in trouble a little bit is when his rebound control is a little bit off and his tracking is a little bit off. So that's something that he's been working on, and when he's on, he's on.
You mentioned that when the team does make mistakes, he's been there. He bails you out. I mean, even in a great defensive effort, you still need your goalie to make probably 3 or 4, or maybe even 5 or 6 tough saves. And it's just nice to have that confidence that he's going to make those.
Definitely. The saves that he's supposed to make, obviously, you want every goaltender to make those. It's when those bad ones that you're supposed to make go in the net. And when you can get a guy performing where, you're going to have breakdowns and you're going to need some 10-bell saves every once in a while during a period or during the course of the game. And, those are the ones that propel your team and lift your team. And you can just feel the spirit on the bench rise when you get those big saves when you need them the most.
They've been paired together a little bit here over the last couple of weeks. David Musil, Joey LaLeggia together. Moose now +7 on the season, LaLeggia +6. Been a nice little compliment back there. And maybe Joey, offensively, the numbers haven't been there, but I think it's just a matter of time before those numbers come around for a guy like LaLeggia.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's getting some good looks at the net. He's doing better things. His confidence is growing, and right now he's really wanted to focus on his play without the puck, and I think he's done a good job of that. So the offense is always going to be there in Joey's game. It's just, getting the bounces, getting a break here or there, getting the monkey off his back a little bit, and once that happens, hopefully he can just get on a roll. Here, before we roll this clip, we've had to change our style of play a little bit, just conducive to our personnel, what's going to give our personnel the best chance to succeed that night. So a big part of what we're doing now is forecheck, where you've got guys like Pakarine and Miller and Draisaitl. They like to come over the line. They don't like to surrender the puck, but we don't have that skill set right now. So now we have to surrender the puck in the areas that will give us the best opportunity to retrieve the puck. And I think we've done a good job of that, and you're going to see an example of it right here. And breaking the puck out, it's something that we talk about all the time, moving the puck in dominoes, getting through the neutral zone as quickly as you can, chipping it in, self-chip, and then on the puck, moving your feet, taking their options away, eliminating time and space quickly. and creating scoring chances off that. And, you can see that wedge that we have coming back through the neutral zone there, and that's important. And again, quick transition. I know we've showed some videos. We don't like guys turning the puck back like that if you've got the red line. That was schleppy, and we talked about it after that shift. But again, just coming in, soft little chip to himself. We're on the puck. We've got a good stick. We eliminate their time, eliminate their space. We find Bo in the slot, and it's a great opportunity, great scoring chance.
And the quick shot. He doesn't stop
That's
it,
right.
look,
you
pick a
can't
spot.
dust it off. If you dust it off, number one, if we can pause it, number one, if you do dust it off, you give a chance the goaltender set. And most goaltenders at this level, if you get a chance for them, let them set, they're going to make that save. So you got to get them off balance. You got to get them moving in the net. So don't give them a chance to set. And when you can get the puck off your stick quicker, it eliminates that time where they can get set for the shot.
I'm using that line this weekend. Dust it off.
So
that's a classic line.
On that play, Bo is up here. I mean,
that's right.
Is that a specific person every time that has to go? And I mean, he's clearly going to a certain spot for a reason.
It's contingent. Like, obviously, we want our F3 not to go diving in and staying above their pile. So he just found that quiet area. Now, if there was a scrum in the corner, you would have seen Bo like somewhere around the dot playing on the inside. We talk about having guys play on the inside and finding that good ice. So Bo was just keeping everything above him because he wasn't sure what was going to happen. Goaltender came out the puck. So we had that wedge in the neutral zone or in the offensive zone that would translate into a wedge in the neutral zone, and that way we can apply one guy in, one guy out on the back check and try to make them move the puck into an area where we'll get the best chance to retrieve it.
And not only that, but he doesn't sit there and admire his shot. He gets over, forces the guy to dump it in the neutral zone, and now
he
they're
admired
right
his shot.
He's got a good shot.
He's got a good shot.
All right.
We can move on. I think we have another forecheck here and kind of the same principles.
And again, this is a control breakout that we have, a set control breakout off their forecheck. We find that quiet area, and we just chip it in. Like, there's no wasted movement, no wasted pass. We're on the puck, good stick. He comes down the wall, and then we got our third guy, like you mentioned earlier, find that quiet area. Well, now he knows that he's been the F3. Now he's got to get above the pile, get into a situation where if they do get the puck, he's not going to go diving in to create an odd man rush. He's going to soft lock, almost become part of their breakout. And then with a good stick on puck to the neutral zone to disrupt any kind of pass. Again, you'll see it. He'll find that quiet area in their high trap, just a soft little chip. Then we're on the puck, and you notice Cass has a good stick. He goes through the man. I think that was Chaser coming down the wall. If you can rewind that just a little bit. And we talk about routes for our guys. Like, most chances, most breakouts for a defenseman under pressure like that, he's going to come back up the wall, the strong side. So if you can roll it a little bit, and I'll tell you when to pause it. If you can pause it right here. If Kess is right on him now, you notice Chaser right here. If Chaser takes the route where he comes off the wall and applies, it's just a simple breakout right here at the hash marks, where most breakouts originate. 90% of breakouts originate on the half wall. But he does a great job of holding his route, being disciplined, and not going a straight line, knowing that the puck's going to come there, and he causes a turnover just by making a simple read.
And now you mentioned Greg Chase comes up from Norfolk. How similar to what the Condors are doing here this season is to what is being done in Norfolk?
Well, all three teams kind of play similar styles and similar system. Obviously, you're going to tweak certain things based on your personnel, but the premise and the foundation is there, so all the guys know and understand that that's what we're looking for in the certain forecheck. So they have a good understanding of when they come up, how to play.
Yeah, well, you got scoring opportunities off the forecheck, and got a couple of goals off the forecheck, but. What you had said on Saturday after the game, you used the phrase making them come through layers. Mm-hmm. Even when you're not getting a scoring opportunity, they just were not getting out of the zone.
Against a team like any team, but especially against a team like Ontario that's big, that's strong, that like to really get you on transition by causing turnovers. You've got to make it difficult for them. So in order to make it difficult for them, we had a plan in place where we're going to make them come through. If they beat our first layer, they got to go through our second layer. If they beat our second layer, there's got to be a third layer, and there's got to be resistance coming back from our first and second layers.
So this is your first layer.
And then with your second
this
layer,
would be your second, your
third,
F3.
and your D would be your fourth layer.
There
so you'll see Platzer come across here. He moving his feet, going to the net. We like to see him stop on the puck, but it's just kind of a bang bang pay. And then you'll see his stick on puck. That's something that we've emphasized, and most teams will emphasize. It'll just buys you a little time. Like, if he's whacking him up around the gloves right now or in the pants, number one, you run the risk of running a penalty, either a slash or a hook, and he can still make the play regardless of whether you're whacking him. But if you get a good stick on puck right there, it can disrupt the play in order to buy you enough time to go through him physically.
And we got one more clip just to kind of show off the goal from Saturday night. Ended up being the game winner.
We just flung the puck at the net there, and again, a little wrap around. Forda with a good stick, you're going to see here, and we talk about this all the time. Pushes him off the puck. We find the quiet area, Bo to Hammy, and it's again, no time. If you rewind that a little bit here, and Fordo just flinging the puck at the net with layers of traffic going to the net. We try to get to wrap around on the blue paint. You know, Fordo just, again, with a good stick, buys him time to be physical,
Nifty
finds
pipe.
Bo. And it's a quick shot. The goaltender doesn't have time to set. He's still in a motion where he's sliding across. He doesn't have time to set, and it goes against the grain, and it's a goal.
All right.
It's that easy.
Yeah, it's
That
simple.
easy. Get the puck on net. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Over under. He said it earlier today. Over under is
Set it at
25 Timbits for me over the course of our stay in Winnipeg this
in
week.
Winnipeg, 25.
He's there,
That's
he's
a
there
lot of
Thursday,
donuts.
Thursday night,
Oh.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning in the airport. That's my
Wow,
that's my wild
that could
card.
be the wild card
That's
day.
my wild card.
25. That's like, wow, that's a lot of tip. That's 5. Well, there's, I don't know, man. I'm
You
gonna.
can pump like 10 of those things and like it's no big deal.
Oh no, with a physique like that, not a chance. Not a chance. Is he doing
Love
that
it.
many? I'm going under. I'm going under.
You're
He's
taking
going
the
under?
under?
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
All right.
Definitely going
All
under.
right. Well, big week for this Condors week as well as we look forward. San Jose, a team kind of with Bakersfield here in the standings, and then Manitoba struggled a little bit early on. They're starting to come on, though. But this is an opportunity here this week to make some headway with Texas dropping a couple, San Diego dropping a couple, Ontario dropping a couple to level the gap here.
Well, we focus on the process. That's been our goal from day one. It's just what we have to do daily to make ourselves better. And, you know, it starts tomorrow with just coming out and having a good start, doing the things that we talked about this week in practice, applying those to the game, and, you know, bringing the work ethic and the mentality that, you know, these are games that we got to have.
All right, Jerry. Thanks for the time.
Always
Thanks for
a pleasure.
coming on,
Yeah,
breaking
thanks,
down
Kev.
some
Thank you.
pleasure as well.
Thank you, guys.
When we come
25,
back,
wow.
rookie forward Kyle Platzer will
can do
join
it.
us. How many Timbits will Platzer have over the week? We'll ask him. Hooch, no Timbits for Liam Hoochulak, but he will come on, make some picks. We'll talk about Oil Night coming up in Bakersfield as well in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned. This is Condors Unleashed, live from the Bakersfield, California, bakersfield.com.